Hey guys, J Stu Productions here. I am going to talk just briefly about my stint with GoPro. I bought a GoPro, I think the Hero 1, when it first came out. I was not very pleased with the overall quality of the footage, and then I found out that the Hero 2 came out like 2 days later. So I returned it, that was a year or two ago, and I hadn't come back since. I didn't think I was going to. But then the Hero 3 came out. More importantly, the Hero 3 Black Edition. And I was like, holy crap, 4K resolution, that's amazing. Then I found out that the 4K resolution was 15 frames a second, which is, it's ridiculous. I don't know what you'd really, how much use you'd get out of that. I mean, you might as well just make a really high quality flip book and put it in front of a camera. It's basically what it was. It was just the footage was too choppy to do anything with. But 2.7K resolution, that's what made me go out and buy the Hero 3 Black Edition. I was super excited, and I was immediately paid off. The footage looked great. The fisheye look was very easily fixed in After Effects. I just did basically like optic distortion and basically unfolded the footage, and this big fisheye footage became straight again, and I was happy. Then the camera started doing what everybody on the internet says happens to it. It started freezing up. There was a period of probably about 6 or 7 hours when I couldn't even get the thing to turn on. It wouldn't accept a battery charge. When it would turn on, it would freeze up. It wouldn't do anything. I couldn't even use it. So I was incredibly frustrated, and I was disappointed. I was really excited about this camera. So I returned it and I said, okay, well, I'll get a new one. I'll give it another shot. So I got this one, which is an identical camera. The problem is that this one doesn't work either. A whole nother set of problems. It doesn't freeze up, but the big thing with the GoPro is the ability to monitor it with your cell phone. And that's a great feature. And it's got a little bit of a lag. There's about a 3 to 4 second lag, but once you get used to it, the footage isn't really that choppy on your phone. It looks great. It's just you have to remember that you're a few seconds behind. Because this has built-in wireless to it, if you didn't know that. I'm sure you probably did. But anyways, it doesn't work. I cannot for the life of me get it to work now. It worked for a day, but then it just stopped. And I'll show you here in a second. I'll show you exactly the problem I'm having if you're still interested. Anyways, so to make a long story short, forget GoPro. I'm done with them. I gave it a shot. I mean, I'm sorry, but when you pay $400 for a camera, you would expect it to work longer than like 1 or 2 days. Don't you think? I mean, it's $400. I'm not buying a burrito or a lollipop or something, you know. Another thing is that just recently I just called GoPro and I wanted to get some help, see if I give it one more shot to get this thing figured out. Come to find out that their customer service line is so swamped and so overrun on a Friday morning that they didn't even bother putting me on hold. They just said, please call back at a different time. And then they hung up on me. I was like, holy moly, like, you've got to have a lot of people calling your customer service if they can't even put you on hold. So that's something else to think about. I haven't really run into that before. That's kind of new. Anyways, for those of you wondering what I'm shooting on, I'm shooting with a T2i, a Canon EFS 60mm 2.8. The video is the audio is right in front of me. The Zoom H4n, and this thing is amazing, and I've loved every second of it. It's incredible. I use it all the time. So anyways, okay, let's get into what's going on with my stupid GoPro. All right, well, here we go. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is to turn on the wireless of your GoPro. So over here is the wireless button. You just push that. Oops. Okay, well, it doesn't want to come on that way. Oh, here we go. Okay. The top button, and then I scroll down to GoPro app. Okay. And oh, there goes the Wi-Fi. And Wi-Fi's on. You can see it in the very bottom corner right there. So after that, I go to my HTC and I turn on Wi-Fi. Okay. Now I go into settings. Wi-Fi is disconnected. Select that. And I go down. There is the bottom. JSTU GoPro. Not in range. That's the problem. It's not in range. And I mean, I would say it's probably in range since it's sitting 2 inches from it. But that's the problem I'm having. Everything else seems to work okay, but you know what? Like, this is a huge plus, having that. And when it's just doesn't work. And I'm tired of trying to fix everything. I've spent too much time trying to figure out how this stupid thing works. I go back to the wireless settings. And it looks like it's off. Yeah, oh, it's off. Even though it says it's on, that's the problem. It's actually with the GoPro. So now it's back on again. And still not in range. So that's the problem. This thing sucks. I'm sorry. This is a waste of my time. I don't have time to try to figure out other people's mistakes. So sadly, I'm returning my GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition, and I'll never get another one. See you guys later.